Ndo kada no nwe ụmụaka ndị a na-agbakwa ọkada na-abụghị ndị be anyị bụ ndị ugwu na-agba ọkada ọkwa ofi ha. Nyekwa ọhụ ụgwọ ha eburu gị va bụba gị n'ime ụlọ gị kpaa. Ha na-elegharị anya inye ha ego ha emuvuo vam. They are surveilling. Surveillance ahịa ha ndị amịga. Nke mere na ohi wuke gbara m anya mmiri. Nke mere na ohi Owerri West wuke gbara m anya mmiri. Anyị ekwu otela iji na-ekwu okwu a. But if I kwuo ya elu kwuo ya ala, they will think it's just okay ekwu formality talk okay ekwucha ka ha aga. When we reveal these tactics, the security agencies need to move in. They need to also carry their own investigation. No, here, these people, there are 2 times. The first one, had the 30, and they will rob every building. Nothing mega. These guys, Hakucha Bakrat in bomb in the afternoon. Bachoga in the afternoon. Nabali, they will mobilize. I want to open your eyes. Nda kucha Bakrat in bomb. Bachoga Nabali. Mecha mo becha gembo in the afternoon. Nabali. Heji how. They will mobilize because they know every nook and cranny of that environment and that building. They have been there during the day. As in the Gom, they have been there during the day. As in the Okada, they have been there during the day. As in the Lebembo, as in the Aqua, the Buhari so you machine. They had the very humble. Child, that very humble. Bagadi Mbo and Dagebe, hey, better 1 million. Mohe better go hage will around the Behana village. Abakrati ngwo le kanda ga atoto he jiri eburu okada ego le kanda ga agbata ina eye he jiri ewegara umunne he ego na mgbago ugwu. No, I'm asking you now. I'm asking you. Nabali ndị eshigharịa ndị ehigharịa nabali these people will change into something else. 30 ka ha na adị 30. Check your Okada niile, check ndị niile na-agba Okada na Akwakuma Junction, ndị na-agba Okada na Flyover, ndị na-agba Okada na Orogwe, ndị na-agba Okada na Irete, ndị na-agba Okada na Poli, ndị na-agba Okada na Naze. The whole nook and cranny of Imo State. Ụmụaka akọvala. Taa ụmụaka akọvala. You people are not even opening your eyes. These guys have covered every nook and cranny of this state. Na na-agba Okada. Na na-emaka Okati Mgbom. Na na-adụdụọdụọ. Na na-ebembo. They have covered every nook and cranny. Nabali, heji how. Nabali, heji how. Now, all them ba, ekwele me before, come kukwe yozo. Ebedi na na Okada n'Imo State kwesịrị inwe ID card. Onye awụsa ọbụla na-achọghị inwe ID card, na-achọghị ka edenye aha ya na register ndị na-agba Okada. You people should put that person away from that area. Take any away from that area. Onye awụla na-agba Okada na every junction, any nook and cranny of this state, the leadership of ndị Okada must also make sure that everybody nwere ID card. And then when they feji mana ndị Okada, ekwele m before ekwele m ha 2 years ago. Mgbe ihe anọ na-ebidosu. Now, when these guys see bịachara na ohi, bacha mkpamkpa ha kpara na ohi, zuo buru mande burule fridge ha, mande burule television ha, mande burule sound system ha. Otu aka ha shaga flat by flat ezuoshi. Nobody no use nwere ọnụ flat by flat ezugidoshi flat by flat zucha. Naanị na ndị ebe ahụ the neighborhood jere form one security. Naanị na ha form the security after that. Ha bịa anụ ndị ha anụ na ndị form the security after that. Ha bịa we again bịazia in 60s. Ha dị 60 bịa. These people nwere network. These people want a network. They just need to pull call. You know, how about your Okada in the afternoon? Nabali ha one ha ga. Ha mecha kimbom, mecha bechambo in the afternoon. Mecha ha ni lane in the afternoon. Nabali se ha goes ya how. Every community must have a vigilante. When you vigilante, every community, every estate must have a vigilante. It is very important now. Very, very important now. But I know bankete. I know bankete what's a but one day I got zuogori what I na ako. I got zuogori what I na ako. Even when they he just report to Chande, that neighborhood report to China police at the end of the day, nothing came out of it. Nothing came out of it because once he had report to the police, I get information on Gaga police. Also get military, army. I get report to Nunu army. So they have every information. Karịa gị na onwe gị. So what do you do? Chekwa onwe gị. Chekwa onwe gị. Every junction ebe nwere ọkada, ha kwesịrị nwe association, onye ọbụla ga-edeba aha ya na register, enwe ID card. Gọọmenti ga-stop ụmụ ndị kimbom nda. All these people na-eme akpakati ngwom. You know, ihe awụcha surveillance ka ha na-eme. Ndị a na-abịa na ya adịghị na-ebe gị mbọ, gị dowe ụkwụ ebe gị mbọ ụkwụ, idowe aka ebe gị mbọ aka, idowe anya ebe gị ntutu anya, ha hichaa gị ọfụma. Ihe awụ surveillance. Asị na a na-agagharị n'ọdụọ eburu small sewing machine na-agagharị gị chịpụta efe gị, ha nọrọ n'ime ụlọ gị, nọrọ na palọ gị, nọrọ na veranda gị, na-adụdụọdụọ, ka ha na-adụdụọdụọ, ka anya ha na-eji aga kpemkpem na-amonitọ ihe na-aganụ, ka ha na-polishiri gị shoe, ka anya ha na-eji ama na-amonitọ the look and cleaning of the compound and of the environment. Ekwuchakwa m. Onye nwere ntị ya geru. Onye nwere ntị ya geru. Onye nwere ntị ya gere. Ịma ọrụ m uwu ka m na-ekwu na-agba ama. Ka m na-agba ama. Ndị ekwesịrị ime ihe ha kwesịrị ime ihe ha kwesịrị ime. Aga m arụ nke m aga m arụ nke Dik rụọ nke Tom. Mba. Aga m arụ nke m. Ọrụ m bụ ị na-agba ama. Anyị gba ama otu a, the security, onye ọbụla dị gịnị, adị at alert. Ndị bi n'obodo adị at alert. Neighborhood adị at alert. Nweenụ neighborhood meeting, nweenụ neighborhood vigilante. Estate niile nwee neighborhood. Ụmụaka na-abịa in 30s, ha na-abịa in 60s. Ụmụaka na-abịa mbukọ ka ha na-abịa ebukọ.
About the planned return of the seized funds. According to her, the stolen fund will be returned to the country in form of grant. We don't see as it be. Abacha collects money, go pack for abroad. France. Now France say they want to return the money and they will return it in form of grant. You know what is grant? It's more like giving you a loan. These white people, they play with Africans because Africans no one open their eye. But make we enter into that news fully. She noted that discussion will soon be opened with Nigerian government on the areas to invest the fund. According to her, I also informed President Tinubu that in response to requests submitted by the Nigerian Federal Ministry of Justice and in agreement with the U.S. administration, France will return Nigeria the assets stolen from the Nigerian people by General Sani Abacha and his family that have been frozen in France since 2021. We will start discussions with the Nigerian administration in order to allocate these $150 million to development projects benefiting the population according to the priorities of the Nigerian government. She said France has invested over $10 billion in Nigeria in the last 10 years with over 100 French companies doing business in the country, creating over 10,000 jobs. Una don't see as they go. Now the politicians where we get greediness full everywhere. Since 1993 to 1998, where we say Abacha Day office, that's about 4 years, 1993 to 1998. Up to now, 2023, they are still recovering funds stolen by Abacha. This one is about 150 million United States dollars. Now, had it been that this money was invested, because taking out this money from the federal government fund and pushing it to another country, it means that you have given that other country an avenue to, to invest your money, to make that money, make use of that investment. And you could imagine the value of $150 million in 1990, between 1993 and 1998. You could imagine the value. And now they are paying you the money back now that Naira has no value again. So who is losing? See all these things that these politicians are doing. Now, election don't day for Imo State now. No light everywhere. There is blackout everywhere. The students are suffering. You could imagine that kind of suffering just because election is about to hold and just because of one man. Another thing, I wonder what is NLC thinking? You shut down electricity supply in the whole of Imo State for days, and you did not thought of the students, the family people, what they are going to face, what they are going to pass through. if the NLC want to punish Hope Uzodinma or the Inspector General of Police of Imo State, let them go direct and find a way to punish them, and not by shutting down every activities. People are suffering for these few days that there has been no electricity because you have a borehole in your house, you cannot even pump it. You go to the students area, you see people carrying their buckets. Students that are supposed to be in lecture, first of all, they will now start looking for a way to get water. That is very, very bad. So I think that NLC should try their best and go back on their decision. You can't just mandate the federal government to remove an incumbent governor. It's going to be there are processes. So now the masses should wait for all these processes. I don't think the president has a veto power of removing any governor. If that governor should be removed, it will also pass through processes, no matter how bad that person is. So there are processes to these things. You can't mandate the federal government to remove people for you, and these people have to pass through the proper procedure. So does it mean that on this procedure, on the means of these protocols and procedures, for the federal government to be able to take their action, that the whole state is still going to be in blackout, which is very bad? It is turning to, everywhere is now turning to a zombie town. Everywhere is turning to a zombie town because I think NLC and TUC should go back to their decision and consider the masses. Now, there is no light. The governor that you want this thing to affect is in his house. He has a wardrobe allowance. He has his fuel allowance. He has his every allowance they can come up with is there. Now, from morning till night, there is light in his house, 24 hours. Either generator, either solar or anything is there, and he has allowance for that. The people who are now paying the price of these things is the poor masses, the poor people who cannot afford all these luxuries. Because as in Ebe, where two elephants are fighting, the ground will suffer for it. Yes, wherever two elephants are fighting, the ground is the one that will suffer for it, because it will definitely not affect the two elephants. What is happening in Imo State now is not in any way affecting Governor Hope Uzodinma or even the Inspector General of Police or Commissioner of Police, whatever they call him. It's not even affecting them. The people who these things are affecting are the poor masses, because these two particular figures you are targeting are hard not to crack. So I think NLC should find another way to get what they want. Shutting down electricity for how many days is not even a good thing to talk about. There should have been other means. There should have been other things. Meanwhile, when I don't see as they go, because my work here not to bring you news as they call. Nanya Abacha de aso biko butewera ego. Nanya Abacha de aso butewera ego. Nanya Abacha de aso butewera ego. Because Abacha na the only president, head of state, where die for Nigeria up to today. The money wey in stack, they still the recover am. So e be like say they go turn Abacha to Center Abacha. Oh, Regiola, my brother, if you dey Nigeria, survive you no get any place where you no go survive. Yes, na me dey tell you. If you dey Nigeria, survive Nigeria as e be, you no get any place where you no go fit survive. Whether na Manfe, whether na Ojodumeta, whether na Morinata, whether na Ivory Coast, whether na Medugri. Okay, Medugri na Nigeria. Whether na Libya sef, Libya dey now. Libya don turn to obodo oyibo where Nigeria dey because the government wey dey now, their name na Kwekwebi. They do anything where they want. If they say you no go chop for the day, na him be say you no go chop. Na the kind government wey we get now. So as they be you, and I saw they be everybody. Meanwhile, don't touch the dial. Still remember that I are still with your one and only Yokopus master. Here to bring you all the full details in detail. Of course, this is your channel, my channel, and where you need to be. But one thing where the first maybe say, you they only listen to my news alone. As you see that alone, they don't tell you when what case you are from. asị na onye atụ inu kọwalịa na ego eji nnu ya na n'iyi what I got see the be. So meanwhile, don't touch the dial. Please, if you find me where we say you know they share my news, I beg share them, like them, comment on them, catch you next week. We're gonna go do all of God. I'm gonna, yeah,